of ONGC's listing on NSE. Can we have a huge round of applause for the same? Today, we have gathered not just to mark a milestone, but also to celebrate a journey of resilience, leadership, and unwavering commitment to nations. Since its listing in 1995, ONGC, a proud Maharatna of India, has not only created consistent value for its shareholders, but has also stood tall as a symbol of India's energy independence and industrial strength. As we begin today's celebration, let us take a moment to acknowledge and applaud the leadership, the visionaries, the policymakers, and the stakeholders who have been a part of this 30 years journey. Allow me to now acknowledge and extend a heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Pankaj Kumar, Director Production, ONGC. Can we have a huge round of applause for him, sir? Mr. Rajashri Gupta, Managing Director, ONGC Videsh. Mr. Vivek Chandrakant Taungakar, Director Finance, ONGC. Arunangshu Sarkar, Director, ONGC. Mr. Vikram Saxena, Director, ONGC. Mr. Om Prakash Sinha, Director, ONGC. And our very host, Mr. Sriram Krishnan, CBDO, NSE. I now request everyone to please rise for National Anthem, a curated video by ONGC.
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा
जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता
जय हे जय हे जय हे
जय 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 हे
To commence this momentous occasion on an auspicious note, we will now begin with the traditional lighting of ceremonial lamp, a symbol of knowledge, prosperity, and a new beginning. I would like to call on stage the dignitaries for the lamp lighting ceremony. Mr. Pankaj Kumar, Mr. Rajashri Gupta, Mr. Vivek Chandrakant Taungakar, Mr. Arun Sarkar, Mr. Vikram Saxena, Mr. Om Prakash Sinha, and Mr. Sriram Krishnan.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभ
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभ
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Thank you very much, sir. We will now play the corporate video of ONGC.
India, one of the largest economies and among the biggest energy consumer nations. Its appetite for energy is growing at a pace with its strong growth trajectory. This fast-paced development also means that the responsible nation contributes sustainably to the rise of a healthier, prosperous Indian society. ONGC, since its inception in 1956, has made pioneering endeavors to realize the vision of a proud, self-sufficient, prosperous nation by providing affordable energy. Breaking the century-old myth at the very early days of its foundation that no significant oil could ever be found in India today, ONGC is successfully producing oil and gas from Mehsana, Cambay, Ahmedabad, Ankleshwar in Gujarat, Krishna Godavari and Kaveri basins in south to Assam and Tripura in east. Of course, from Mumbai High, the biggest discovery made in 1974, which brought India prominently on oil and gas map of the world, and later significant discoveries of Hira, Neelam and Ratna fields in western waters, and the Baseen field discovery in the western offshore, which remains thus far the largest gas field of India. Today we move further and deeper, adopting latest innovations of deep sea technologies for breaking the challenges of depth, high temperature and high pressure, to bring to production from new gas discoveries of eastern offshore in Bay of Bengal and in Kutch offshore. The latest gems in the series of discoveries include the Bengal Basin that was dedicated to the nation in December 2020. The field is slated to produce rich hydrocarbons, promising further developmental activities in the region. This is the 7th out of 8 discovered basins of India ONGC has put to production. The Vindhyan Basin in Hatta in Madhya Pradesh is the 9th basin of India and the 8th basin discovered by ONGC, which is ready for commercial production. Breaking the technological barriers with adoption of latest innovations in oil and gas engineering and a focused and motivated talent pool, ONGC continues to be a global leader in the E&P sector and one of the most valued Indian national energy company. An equal opportunity employer, ONGC is among the most admired organizations of the country and among the best places to work. In recognition of its role as a responsible corporate leader, ONGC's social outreach initiatives have made positive, tangible difference to the society it engages with, and its efforts are emulated and quoted for inspiration widely. Aspiring to establish its presence in the entire hydrocarbon value chain, ONGC has today created a niche for itself in not just oil and gas, but refining, LNG, petrochemicals, and power. ONGC Videsh Limited, the country's largest international oil and gas company, having widespread global participation in oil and gas business, has been contributing significantly to the revenue growth of ONGC. Relentlessly marching ahead with breakthroughs that fuel our journey to realize the vision of a prosperous India.
It was an insight of seeing how ONGC has spread its wings to all the corners of the country. I would now request Mr. Sriram Krishnan to please deliver his welcome address.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Sri Pankaj Kumar, Director Production, Sri Rajarshi Gupta, Managing Director ONG Videsh, Sri Vivek Chandrakant Dongaonkar, Director Finance, Sri Arunangshu Sarkar, Director SNCA, Sri Vikram Saxena, Director TNFS, Sri Om Prakash Sinha, Director Exploration, and all the other dignitaries and colleagues who have assembled today. It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you all to NSE on this very special occasion to celebrate the 30 years of ONGC being listed on the National Stock Exchange of India Limited. ONGC was listed on NSE on 9th August 1995, and over the past 3 decades has created exceptional value for shareholders while standing as a pillar of strength and resilience in India's energy landscape. As India's largest producer of crude oil and natural gas, ONGC contributes nearly 70% of the country's domestic crude oil production and 84% of natural gas, producing over 1.3 million barrels of oil equivalent per day, a scale that truly defines its national impact. Remarkably, 8 out of India's 9 producing sedimentary basins were discovered by ONGC, a testament to its unparalleled exploration expertise. With a market capitalization of over 3 lakh crore rupees as of 30th June 2025, ONGC ranks amongst India's top 30 listed companies by value and holds the 3rd highest market capitalization amongst the Maharatna companies in India. ONGC has also been a consistent dividend-paying company, offering high dividend yield of over 5%, significantly above the average, all India average in the listed space, which is about 1 to 1.5% only. As one of the original Maharatna PSUs designated in 2020, ONGC is globally recognized in the prestigious indices such as the Fortune Global 500, S&P Global Top 250 Energy Companies, and Platts Top Global Energy Rankings. As the only fully integrated oil and gas company in India, ONGC operates across the entire hydrocarbon value chain, from exploration and production to refining, petrochemicals, marketing, and even power generation. Its global reach is exemplified through ONGC Videsh Limited, its wholly owned overseas arm, which holds interests in 35 oil and gas assets across 15 countries, contributing over 30% of India's oil and 24% of its total hydrocarbon production. ONGC's key subsidiaries, including HPCL, also a Maharatna, and Mangalore Refinery Petroleum Limited, and ONGC Videsh as Mini Ratna CPSEs, underscore its integrated operations and strategic importance across the energy value chain. NSE celebrates 30 years of its own journey this year, and it's very, very symbolic to honor ONGC, a company that has grown alongside us, trusted the capital markets, and created long-term value for investors and for India. We are immensely proud to note that ONGC was added to the Nifty 50 index in April 2004 and has remained a part of the Nifty 50 index till date. On behalf of the entire team at NSE, I extend a very warm welcome to the esteemed leadership team of ONGC, as well as all the colleagues out here, our distinguished dignitaries, members of the media, and all guests here today. We are honored to host this bell ringing ceremony to mark this historic milestone. Let this celebration not only recognize the past 30 years, but also reaffirm our shared commitment to nation building, transparency, and sustained economic growth. Thank you once again. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. We will now have a quick exchange of mementos by NSE. I would like to call on stage Mr. Pankaj Kumar, Director, ONGC. The iconic bill being presented to Mr. Pankaj Kumar. The applause shouldn't stop because we are just beginning. This is the bull frame. The coffee table book and the frame of the bull photo. Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Rajashri Gupta on stage, please, sir. The coffee table book and the frame. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Vivek Chandrakant Taugaonkar. Can we please have a huge round of applause for him? Thank you. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Arurangshu Sarkar. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Vikram Saxena. Can we have a huge round of applause, please? And let it go on. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Om Prakash Sinha. I would now like to call upon stage Mr. Pankaj Kumar to felicitate Mr. Sriram Krishnan, Chief Business Development Officer, NSE. I would request Mr. Pankaj Kumar to please stay back on stage and share his thoughts with us. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Very good afternoon, everybody. Namaskar. Chief Business Development Officer of National Stock Exchange, Sriram Krishnanji, other office bearers of National Stock Exchange, my colleagues on board of ONGC and OVL, Shri Rajrishi Gupta ji, Vivek Tangaonkar ji, Sarkar ji, Vikram Sinha ji, all my dear colleagues from ONGC sitting here, ladies and gentlemen, media representatives who are here, very good afternoon to you. At the outset, I'm very thankful on my own behalf, on behalf of our beloved company, ONGC, to NSE for giving us this opportunity and for having this event arranged in the honor of this wonderful company of India. Thank you so very much. It's indeed an honor for me and privilege for me for being here and address you all on this occasion at National Stock Exchange as we commemorate a significant milestone of completing 3 decades of ONGC getting listed on this esteemed platform. And as just now Shriram Saab told, I think this NSE also is celebrating 3 decades of its existence. So practically, both of us have grown together. ONGC's engagement with capital market commenced in July 1995. That's why it's 3 decades, of course, marking our transition towards public ownership. It's not only a symbolic event, it really represents a deliberate move towards enhanced transparency, accountability, and alignment with India's evolving economic ambitions. I think many of you know, and all of you must be knowing, in fact, from those who are sitting from ONGC, but for others, the origin of ONGC, it was a very humble origin when oil and gas division was formed under Geological Survey of India by Government of India in 1955. Since then, of course, initial were baby steps because we were baby. 1956, through an act of parliament, we became commission, and Oil and Natural Gas Commission came into an existence. When it was in 1st of February 1994 when we became corporate. By that time, we were a 100% government body. But that was a time of tremendous growth of ONGC. Till 1994, we started from Gujarat. That was the humble beginning of ONGC, South Gujarat. We went to Northeast. We discovered Mumbai High, Western Offshore. Subsequently, one after other, many more discoveries in Western Offshore. We discovered Kaveri Basin, we discovered KG Basin, and all the basins discovered, we brought them on production. Assam, of course, was discovered way earlier, but yes, we brought that also in production. Since then, we are the biggest national oil company of the country. Of course, at number of times it was tried that oil majors from other countries should also come to India. They should also do exploration and development in India. And number of ways it was tried. First were initially a lot of exploration bidding rounds were there, no major success. Then it was thought, why not to offer some medium-sized developed field, which ONGC had already developed, but and that was an era when, of course, our country were in a tremendous stress for, Forex, 91, 92, 93, 94. We were under tremendous pressure. So, in fact, we wanted the technology and we wanted the investment both. That probably was the reason when medium-sized fields were on offer. And thereafter, it's all a history. The NELP came, new exploration licensing policy. I think almost 9 round of NELP came by Government of India. And in the current government, NELP was changed to help hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy. It was a sea change. We were moved from production sharing contract to revenue sharing contract, from limited time period bidding to all round the year bidding. So many changes were brought in, and of course, the country is getting benefited by these changes, and the country is growing, and the hydrocarbon scenario in the country is growing. Over past 30 years, 3 decades, ONGC has emerged as India's leading energy explorer as well as producer. We are currently contributing around 71% of national hydrocarbon production. Not only in hydrocarbon, ONGC has spread its wings now beyond hydrocarbon also. We, as part of our growth, today ONGC has 2 listed public sector undertakings under its ambit, our subsidiaries. Unlisted company, we have a petrochemical complex as our subsidiary. We have renewable energy portfolio with us. We very recently formed a 100% owned subsidiary, ONGC Greens Limited OGL, for expanding our initiative towards the green energy. In other words, from a only E&P company, now we are an energy company. Having said so, we understand as ONGC our responsibilities, and we honor our responsibilities to be a leader in E&P of India. Under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, we were in domestic operations also. Very recently, ONGC has opened up a bit. We sought help from a big international oil and gas producer. They are now our technical service provider. We want to grow our own potential further so that more and more energy, oil and gas form can be produced from the country, from the Mother Earth of this country. The National Stock Exchange has played a pivotal role throughout this journey of ONGC. Within a relatively short period, the NSE has transformed India's financial landscape. You yourself mentioned, sir, in last 3 decades today, almost 3,000 companies are there in the ambit of National Stock Exchange with a combined market cap of, for all of you, I think you may not be knowing, and CBD is kind enough to give that information to us, that the combined market cap of all the companies which are listed in NSE is to the tune of $5.5 trillion. And it's growing continuously. And they also have a very high ambition like us to grow further. We really wish NSE to grow further as we wish us to grow further. But having said that, where NSE is, if I can say so, sir, we also, I think, contribute to that market share. I think our market share will be close to $35 billion in NSE. And if I take your number, 5.5 trillion, and almost 3,000 companies, the average market share per company would come out to be $1.8 billion. So that can give you the magnanimity of ONGC too. Today, bell ringing ceremony serves as both a celebration of our shared legacy and a reaffirmation of our enduring partnership. As the industry evolves towards sustainability, digital transformation, global integration, ONGC remains committed to delivering responsible values to its shareholder through National Stock Exchange, of course. We really extend our gratitude, and I am too humbled while I am saying so, to the leadership and team of NSE for hosting this commemorative event, and to all stakeholders who have contributed to ONGC's progress over the decades. Thank you so very much, National Stock Exchange, for inviting us, for having this event for us. Thank you once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your address and taking us through the journey of ONGC. I would now like to call upon Mr. Rajashri Gupta, Managing Director, ONGC Videsh, to deliver his thoughts.
A very good afternoon. Thank you for having us here. It is great to be home to the largest #1 derivative exchange of the world. Congratulations to NSE, and that too 6 years in a row. It's a great privilege to be here. And thank you for having us, ONGC, here. Pankaj sir, Vivek ji, Arunanshu ji, Vikram ji, Sinha ji, and all senior executives here present, SEBI dignitaries, and NSE dignitaries who are here, the media. Today is indeed a momentous day for us, and as you look back, 30 years looks like yesterday, and many of us here we are one company people, so we associate with that day in 1995. But to give something in perspective, if I take the 2001 numbers, ONGC as a group, turnover was about 23,000 crores. Today it is at 6,50,000 crores. It is, like some of you have understood, it's probably the only integrated company in India, energy company. And it is not only vertically integrated, it is horizontally integrated also. We now are unique in the world also, because I come from ONGC Videsh, I know the international business also, that ONGC group today is 1:1:1. So we produce more than 50 million tons of oil and gas in the group. We refine about 45 million tons of oil, and we sell about 45 million tons of petroleum products. So once you are hedged across the value chain, you definitely have an advantage. That's what we are looking for. But as we have come here and we contribute about 70% of India's production of oil and gas to the nation, dil mange more. We need to do more, and we need to do more with less emissions. We need to do more with targeting of net zero. That's what we have embarked upon. I can assure you that ONGC today is at the cusp of much bigger things. We have now 2.5 gigawatt in our portfolio, aiming for 4 gigawatt. So we are definitely a material renewable entity now. We are in the group, if you see, in the market cap, we are probably together in the group will be the #1 in the group, non-banking. Standalone ONGC would be #2 only in PSUs. But much more than that, we have decided that we'll continue to be an aggressive explorer. We will continue to produce and get the maximum from our fields, which we are already producing, monetize quickly. We are today in 18 countries other than India. So the #1 E&P company of India is ONGC. The #2 E&P company of India is ONGC Videsh. So the #1 and #2, both domestic and international, are from the group. We are also not only setting goals, like we said, our net zero carbon will be by 2038. We also went ahead with a budget. We have laid out a budget of 12 lakh crores or 12 billion or 1 lakh crores by 2030, and another 12 billion or 1 lakh crores by 2038. We intend to have 10 gigawatt in our portfolio by 2030. So as we do more and more of ENP, we will also do more and more of the other verticals in the energy business. We are into petchem. We recently have put in some equity into Opal, and that has become our subsidiary. And we are also there through the petchem of our HPCL and MRPL subsidiaries. So we are there in petchem, we are there in refining, we are there in ENP. Exploration, what we are doing, we have a portfolio of capex of 35,000 crores at the ONGC standalone level. OVL is about 6 to 8,000 crores, so HPCL is separate, which has its own capex for refinery. But our exploration capex is about 10 to 11,000 crores, and we can share with you today that our Andaman, our eastern offshore we are started drilling wells, exploration. The petroleum system has been established. We do believe that we'll continue to do this, and there will be successes in the future. We need to do more in the sedimentary basins. And as the ORD Act has come in, which facilitates investments, which gives us assurances, which gives us more stability as we look forward, the demand for the world is in India. All third-party surveys are telling us, estimates are telling us that 25% of the energy growth of the world will come from India. And if we look towards the Honorable Prime Minister's Viksit India goal of 2047, as the economy goes at 6.5 to 7%, it will feed on energy at 3 to 4% growth. Today we are importing our total consumption is 5.3 million barrels of oil and about 140 MMSCMD of gas. This will need to grow more. And as the main pillar of the energy industry, ONGC is fully responsible in itself as an organization and as the industry also to ensure that the nation has the energy it requires to grow in this Viksit Bharat goals. Last but not the least, we are also forming international partnerships across the value chain, which we now call it energy corridors. We are investing in international basins across the world. We are inviting those partners to come and invest in India. We are purchasing crude from them. We are also looking at LNG. Our biggest LNG project is Mozambique, where work is starting and production is expected by 2028. It will add 3.5 million tons to the ONGC Videsh production. So all in all, in the domestic front, we believe that the present production of 41 million ton would be sustained and would grow to some extent, and there will be exploration successes as we go forward. In international, we'll grow much bigger as we look forward to other collaborations with international partners. And it will not be in silos. It will be different verticals of the energy and across the value chain. So it is collaboration, cooperation, and technology sharing. We are also very much invested in AI and ML as we go forward. We believe that we can do much more efficiently what we have been doing, and the speed of our work and our processing, interpretation, or even in smart fields that we are doing, it will definitely only contribute towards the top line and the bottom line of the organization. And as NSE grows in its business and grows bigger, we pray for it. We also do assure you that ONGC will form a big part of it, will grow bigger, and we will definitely help support NSE and the nation as it grows towards Viksit Bharat. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for this interesting perspective. The data provided by you has been helpful for all of us. I would now like to call upon Mr. Vivek Chandrakant Tangwakar for his thoughts.
Very good afternoon, Mr. Sriram from NSE, other officials from NSE, my colleagues on board, Pankaj Kumar ji, Rajashri Gupta, MD OVL, Arunangshu Sarkar, Director SNCA, Vikram Saxena ji, Director T&FS, OP Sinha ji, Director Exploration, other senior officers from ONGC present over here, ladies and gentlemen. It's an immense honor and privilege to stand before you today at the National Stock Exchange of India's premises as we ring the opening bell to mark ONGC's 30th year of listing, a proud milestone in our journey. This moment is more than a ceremonial tradition. It reflects the resilience, transformation, and shared commitment that define both ONGC and NSE. On behalf of ONGC, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to the leadership of NSE for hosting us, also to our promoters, the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, the President of India, all our regulatory partners for their steadfast support. Most importantly, I thank all our shareholders, institutional investors, bankers, stakeholders, and every ONGC employee whose dedication powers this enterprise forward. As Pankaj mentioned, our story began in 1955. It moved out in 1956 with a small and determined team venturing into unexplored sedimentary basins. From early drilling efforts in Assam and the Cambay Basin to the historic discovery of Mumbai High, Bombay High at that time in 1974, ONGC has evolved into India's largest upstream oil and gas company, a cornerstone of national energy security, and a Maharatna PSU rooted in excellence and public service. While ONGC's journey on the stock exchanges began in July 1995, our 2004 IPO really marked a defining chapter in this journey. At that time, it was India's largest ever public offering, raising 10,500 crores. And to top it, this IPO was subscribed in less than an hour, a record at that time. It attracted unprecedented interest from both retail and institutional investors. It also played a pivotal role in helping the Government of India overachieve its divestment target for the financial year 2003-04. This offering set a benchmark for public sector equity listings, and it also bolstered investor trust in capital market. It wasn't just a milestone for ONGC. It was a landmark for the Indian capital markets as well. Our large-scale, transparent offering helped amplify the stock exchange's viability, visibility, and credibility during a crucial phase of market evolution in India. From a comparatively small base of 76,703 shareholders in February 2004, we now proudly serve over 30 lakh shareholders as of June 30th, 2025. Over this period, ONGC has emerged as one of India's most trusted wealth creators. A single share allotted to employees in December 1994 at rupees 270 has now grown into 36 shares thanks to consistent corporate actions like bonus issues and stock splits. With today's market price of around 245 per share, that single investment is now worth 8,856 rupees, representing a capital appreciation of over 3,000%. So this translates into a CAGR of over 12% over 30-year period. That is excluding dividends. And this also underscores our commitment to long-term value creation, financial stability, and investor confidence. Complementing this capital appreciation is our consistent dividend track record, wherein we consistently offer dividend yields even now at 5% and maintain a healthy dividend payout ratio of about 40%. For financial year 24-25, we have declared a total dividend of 12 rupees 25 paisa per share, which is an all-time higher payout of 15,411 crore rupees. This reflects a 245% payout and a 43.3% dividend payout ratio, reinforcing our focus on rewarding shareholders while maintaining fiscal prudence. Last year, on 15 July 2024, ONGC's market capitalization touched 4.06 lakh crores, making it one of the top wealth creators among the CPSEs. Our global recognition further validates this position. ONGC is now listed both in Fortune Global 500 and Forbes Global 2000, reinforcing our stature as one of world's leading energy corporation and a flag bearer of India's industrial excellence. The global energy landscape today is marked by volatility, global tensions, supply chain constraints, and accelerating climate commitments. Yet, India stands as a beacon of opportunity, the fastest growing major economy, and projected to be the single largest driver of global oil demand through 2030. As the country aims to increase the share of natural gas in its energy mix from 6% to 15%, the sector calls for deep capital investments in exploration, technology, and infrastructure. ONGC fully acknowledges this dual reality, global uncertainty and domestic opportunity, and is responding with agility, foresight, and commitment. In financial year 24-25, ONGC recorded its highest exploration activity in 35 years and drilled 578 wells. We made 9 hydrocarbon discoveries, 8 of which have already been monetized. Demonstrating growth ambition, we invested around 62,000 crore in capital expenditure, including 10,000 odd crores in exploration alone, marking a 25% increase over the previous year. Looking ahead, ONGC is deeply aligned with India's net zero vision. As already mentioned, we are targeting 10 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity by 2030, advancing our green hydrogen projects and deploying carbon capture technologies to reduce emissions. We are not just adapting the energy transition, we are leading it. And in this journey, NSE has been a vital and trusted partner. As an institution of national importance, NSE exemplifies global best practices in transparency, governance, and investor protection. Today, it supports 22.94 crore registered investors, managing a market cap of more than $5.5 trillion. NSE's robust, inclusive, and technology-driven framework has been foundational in deepening India's capital markets and shaping their future. ONGC is proud to walk this path along with NSE, complementing each other's mission and growth. To our investors, we reaffirm our commitment to transparency, strong governance, and long-term wealth creation. To the communities we serve, we remain steadfast in our pursuit of inclusive and sustainable development. And to our 30 lakh shareholders, a very big thank you for your enduring trust. As we ring the bell today, may its sound echo our shared resolve and purpose. ONGC will continue to lead with performance and responsibility, powering India's growth while shaping a future that is secure, sustainable, and equitable for all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Hearing the insights by the dignitaries, I must say that ONGC is not a Maharatna for the nation only, but also a value creator for its shareholders. Let us have a huge round of applause for ONGC. We are now here at the most awaiting moment, ringing the iconic bell, a sound that signifies a new chapter, a reaffirmation of confidence, and a proud moment of how far we have come. We'll have a small countdown of 10 seconds, and please join me for that. We'll have a small countdown being displayed on the screen. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everyone. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Rohit Mandotra, Head Investor Relationships, for his vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of NSE, a heartfelt thank you to Shri Pankaj Kumar, Director Production, and the entire ONGC team for joining us today. This celebration marks more than a milestone, and many of you said that. It honors a remarkable partnership as we at NSE also celebrate our 30 years. In fact, I see it as a homecoming because ONGC had an office in the MSE premises about in the early 2000s. For 30 years, ONGC has been a trusted name in the capital markets, and we heard about that why. And that is not all, it goes beyond that, and it touches the lives of every Indian every day. So thank you for that. Finally, thank you for creating the long-term value that ONGC has created and having the faith and trust on NSE and partnering with us. Jai Hind.
Thank you once again for joining us in celebrating this important milestone. We now invite you to join us for high tea at FNB. Have a wonderful day ahead, and I'm your host, Rupal Khandelwal, signing off for today. Thank you, everyone.